Welcome to the program today. My name is Manuel Gonzalez here with a short update about our conference. And one of the things that we've been trying to do is to bring to you, our audience, some of the guests and speakers that are going to be coming to the conference on May 19th. And today we have Nathan Jones from Lamb Lion Ministries. And welcome, Nathan.
Hey, it's good to be here, Mondo. I'm looking forward to this conference.
Yeah, we have a couple great topics. And why don't you share a little bit about the two topics that you're going to be addressing at the conference?
Well, certainly. Again, my name is Nathan Jones. I'm the internet evangelist here at Lamb and Lion Ministries. We're a Bible prophecy teaching ministry, and our mission is to proclaim the soon return of Jesus Christ. Most people know us from our television show, Christ in Prophecy, which I'm a co-host along with Tim Moore. And since we love Bible prophecy, my two topics are going to be about Bible prophecy. I'm going to cover the wars of the end times. There's 9 to be specific. And I'm also going to cover the fate of Islam. Where does Islam fall into Bible prophecy?
You know, let's talk about that just for a second. I know that obviously you're not here to give the whole thing, but a couple little teasers, you know, talking about the wars of the end. I mean, there's no doubt everybody knows about Armageddon. I mean, that's kind of the big daddy. But what are some of the other little, or not little wars, but what are some of the other wars that you are going to discuss?
You know, the talk right now, especially with what's going in Russia and Ukraine, people are wondering, hey, Russia's on the rise. And how does that fall into the Gog and Magog war? That's Ezekiel 38 and 39 is 2 chapters that cover a war that there's more description of that war than any other war in the Bible. And so people are asking, is this the Gog and Magog war? Well, I'll give the answer away right away. No, it's not. But it's setting Russia up to grow in power so that it eventually will attack Israel. I don't believe that's the next prophetic war. I believe there's a war that precedes that, and I'll lay out my reasons for why. But there's 9 to be specific that the Bible talks about. Of course, there's the Gog and Magog war. We get into the tribulation, and you have the conventional war of the tribulation. That's when the Antichrist takes over the world. We know that the Bible seems to hint at a nuclear war during the tribulation. There's also a war up in the heavens. So we also get a spiritual war that goes on. And then the Antichrist will declare war against the Jews and the saints. There'll be a rebellion against him. And so there'll be a war in the Middle East as his empire starts collapsing. We get to Armageddon, and people wonder, you know, what are the details in Armageddon? I'll cover that. And then at the end of the millennial kingdom, there's one last war. What is it? Again, I'll talk about that more during my presentation.
You know, I appreciate, I wouldn't say exhaustiveness, but thoroughness. And so, you know, and you've written a lot, even in our magazine, you've written about the Gog-Magog war, and so you definitely have some expertise on that, which is awesome. Let's talk for a moment about Islam. I mean, there's a lot of opinions amongst prophecy teachers, you know, people that we love, and you know, we certainly Islam provides an opportunity for differences of agreement, agree to disagree in very nice ways, as it should be. So when you talk about the fate of Islam, what's your kind of thesis?
The thesis is what does the Bible have to say about Islam? You know, I don't try to come at Bible prophecy with my own interpretations. Let the Bible speak for itself. And we clearly read about 4 different religions during the tribulation era. We read about this ecumenical, one world religion, kumbaya, antichrist religion that dominates the first half of the tribulation. That gives way in the middle of the tribulation to the antichrist setting himself up to be worshipped, and Satan through the antichrist. So the second half of the tribulation, the other religion we're told of is going to be Antichrist worship or Satan worship. We also know that the Jewish people are persecuted during that time because of their adherence to Judaism. And then we have people getting saved, the tribulation saints accepting Christianity. So those are the 4 major religions during that time. And everything kind of boils down to that. There is no mention of Islam or Islamic rule during that time. God has to do something about Islam. So what does the Bible say about that? And that's what I cover in detail. What does the Bible prophecy have to say about the future of Islam? Mondo, I'll tell you briefly, I don't think it has much of a future left to it.
You know, it's amazing because when you and I we had an interview in Dallas at the pre-trib conference, and we talked about, are there any atheists in the tribulation or in the end times? And we came to the conclusion, not at all.
No. I mean, the end of the Gog-Magog war, the purpose of it isn't just to defend Israel, but God says, so the world may know that I am he. And we read about other the judgments that happened during the wars of the tribulation. And when the people hide in mountains and caves and cry out for the wrath of the Lamb to be stopped, and they curse God. Well, those were the former atheists. They still have hearts rebelling against God during that time period. So, brother, you're right. I don't think there'll be a single atheist left after the rapture.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, it's awesome. I mean, we're going to have such a great time at the conference, and the conference is almost sold out in person, but we do have our live streaming, so people can go to our website, prophecywatchers.com, go down and find the banner to sign up for the streaming. But Nathan, look forward to seeing you in person, and look forward to hearing your talks specifically.
Brother, I'm looking forward to fellowshipping with everybody, both there and connecting to them through your streaming conference. So God bless all that you guys are doing there over at Prophecy Watchers.
Appreciate you being here today. And if you've been watching again, I look forward to some upcoming interviews with some other speakers, and we will see you at the conference.